Hey guys, Mike here at MH Tutorials and welcome back to a new video. Alright, well today we're going to do a request that I received from Jim, and Jim asked me specifically to explain how to model a twisted sword handle. Okay, so we're going to do the whole sword, but specifically one with a twisted handle. And that said, let's get started with that. Alright, so first we're going to create a polygon cylinder like that. We're just going to hit R and scale it up a bit and pull it out just so we roughly have the shape that we want for our handle here. Give it a bit more thickness. That's probably okay. All right. Then we're going to go into our attribute editor and we're going to leave that at 20. That's fine. In height, we're going to do, let's say 12, and we're going to do 0 on the caps like that. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to right click at a face and we're going to skip one at the top and then double click to click that row but not take the bottom one. Okay, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. So select one and I'll try to do that quickly without messing it up, hopefully. And the way to do that is just shift click on the top one and shift double click on the bottom one to get that row. And this is why it's important to have an equal number, because we're going to end up right. Okay, so we're going to go to edit mesh, we're going to go to extrude, and we're going to tweak the thickness a little bit to kind of pull that out. And let's see, 0.75. I guess that's okay, right? Now, what we want to do first is we want to create some thickness in the middle of our handle, as you typically would see. And from there, we're going to do the twist. Okay, so we're going to right click, go to object mode, select this guy, and we're going to go up to deform, nonlinear, and we're going to go to flare. All right. Now, if we open the Flare 1 tab in our attribute editor, you got a bunch of settings here. And what we want to look at is the, let's see, I want to make sure they got the right one here. What we're going to do is we're going to tweak the curve. So you can see that it's bulging in the middle, but we want to kind of tweak where that starts and ends. Okay, so that one we're going to leave alone. We want to tweak where it begins and ends. And again, just want to make sure, oh, here you go, high bound, low bound. All right, so by pulling that one up, I'm pressing that thicker part to the middle there. All right, let's do minus 0.5. Okay, and then high bound, we're going to do the same, 0.5. Okay, now we're going to have a look to see if that's a bit much, and it looks like it is. So let's tweak that a little bit. Let's do 0.65 and minus 0.65. It's a bit better. All right. Now we're going to select this guy. We're going to go to Edit, Delete by Type and History. And I kind of want to stretch this whole thing out just a little bit. So I'm going to hit R and stretch that like so. Okay. And what we're going to do next is we're going to select this guy and we're going to go back to Deform, Nonlinear, and we're going to go to Twist. All right. That will give you these controls. I'm going to go to my Twist tab here. And I want to tweak my start and my end angle. And as you can see, by pulling this, it's rotating. And do that to the extent that you want. I guess this looks okay. All right. And this is a pretty sharp segmentation here. So we're going to smooth that out. But first, I'm going to select it and go to Edit, Delete by Type, History to get rid of that deformer. And then I'm going to right click, go to Face, select the top, and shift select the bottom, and go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. Not really going to do a lot there as far as offset. I'm going to tweak that to 0.1. Reason for that is if I now right click and go to Object Mode, that's right, and I hit 3 to preview smooth, the top and the bottom won't be completely flattened. Okay, so let's hit 3. As you can see, that kind of maintains the shape nicely, top and bottom, so that's okay. And what we're going to do now is we're going to select it again, hit 1 to unsmooth or unpreview smooth. We're going to go down to the bottom here, right click face, edit mesh, extrude again. We're going to hit W, we're going to pull that down just a little bit, G to repeat, R to scale out, and W to pull down. And we're going to kind of create an end to our handle here. Let's do that from this angle here. So we're going to hit G again to repeat, pull that out, hit R to flare that out a bit more. And we kind of want to keep it into proportion. It's going to be fairly large, so let's repeat that again. G, W to pull down, R to scale out, G, W to pull down, and again, R to scale out. Let's keep our eye on the shape there. G once again, W to pull out, and R to scale out once more. And then we're going to hit G and W to pull down, and G, W to pull down again, and hit R and bring that in like so. Okay, so that's going to be the lower section. What we're going to do is we're going to right click at object mode once again, hit 3 to preview smooth, and kind of have a look here. As you can see, we've got some noise going on there, so we're going to select that, hit 1 to go back, right click face, select that, edit mesh, extrude. We'll do a small offset once again, just to avoid that happening. And then right click object mode again, 3 to preview smooth, much cleaner. Okay. Now we're probably going to want to have some kind of decoration on the handle here. So what we'll do there is we'll right click and go to face, and we'll take this face row and that face row, go to edit mesh extrude, hit R, scale that out just a bit, and hit W and pull that up just a bit. Okay. Right click object mode once again, 3 to preview smooth, much better. Let's see if we want to do something at the end here. 1 to unpreview, if you will. Right click face, edit mesh, extrude. Let's see, where is he? Right there. We're going to hit R to scale that in, like that. Let's see, let's do that. G to repeat, R to scale in again, like so. And then we're going to right click, go to vertex, and we're going to click on every other vertex, and do not drag select them, because you will select underlying vertices and you don't want that. I'm going to hit 4 for wireframe mode to make sure they have nothing else selected. I don't think I do. Okay, cool. Hit 5 to go back. And then we're going to go up to, let's see, where is that hidden again? Chamfer vertex. Where are you hiding? Right here. Chamfer vertices, right there, which will create these little diamonds. Okay, and then we're going to right click on the face, and we're going to select these. We're going to go to edit mesh extrude, and then we're going to give that a negative thickness, just a little bit. Let's do minus 0.5. Okay. We're going to right click and go to object mode again, hit 3 to preview smooth, and there you have it. There's your detail. Okay. Pretty cool. Now let's go to the top here. Select it once again, hit 1 to unpreview, if you will. And we're going to right click at a face, edit mesh, extrude, hit W to pull that up to about there. And as you can see, your edges are nice and vertical, which is important because if we look at it from, let's say, the front view, we'll be able to take these two faces that are in line with this grid line there, and that's these two, and then we're going to take these two as well, and we're going to go to edit mesh and extrude, hit R to pull them out. Let's not go nuts on that. I think that's okay. All right, and then let's see what is the best approach here. Yeah, that looks all right. Then we are going to right click and go to vertex. We're going to switch views to this view right here. And we're going to drag select these vertices and these vertices. So not the ones at the end. And we're going to pull them out to kind of flare that out, if you will. Like so. And then from our top view, we'll take that one and shift select and drag select that one. And let's see if we want to make that straight or do something like this. I guess that's nice. All right, we'll do that. Now we are going to smooth this guy out as I did before, meaning that we now have to do something to maintain the shape here. So we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool option box, make sure we're at single. Actually, we'll do multiple, we'll do 2. And we'll add them in there, and then hit R to pull them to the top and the bottom there. And then we're going to do a quick preview smooth. Right click object mode, hit 3. You can see that this rounded out. That's not what I want. So I'm going to hit 1 to go back. And I'm going to, let's see, what's the best approach here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to add edges from the top. Close this out. Insert Edge Loop Tool, single. One right there. I'll hit 4 for wireframe mode so you can see it. One right there, okay. I'm going to go down here and we're going to do the same. And that should already help a lot. Let's go back to our perspective view. Q on my keyboard, right click object mode and hit 3 to preview smooth. It's a bit better as far as height is concerned, but not there yet. Hit 1 to go back. And I'm going to right click, go to edge, select this edge in the middle there. And this one over here, shift select. Let's see, we have to be precise with this guy. So take the top one, take all 3 like that, and do the same here, like so. And then go to edit mesh and bevel, and keep that fraction very low. So just leave it like that. And that should be it. So right click object mode, hit 3 to preview smooth. And now you have that shape that we wanted, okay? Let's see if we can add a little bit of decoration here. So hit 1 to go back. Let's see what we can do here. What we'll do is we'll go to Insert Edge Loop Tool option box, multiple, we'll do 2. We'll do 2 right there. Q on our keyboard. And then we're going to go in and we're going to right click on a face. And we're going to click and double click on that one and that one all the way around. Edit mesh, extrude. Give that a little thickness. 0.2 should be nice. Yeah, all right. Right-click object mode, 3 to preview smooth. And there you go. It's not bad. Okay. Now for our blade. That's going to be a separate object. So for that, we'll take a polygon cube, hit W, pull that up. We can hit R to scale it up and push that in to a thickness that's suitable. Let's hit R again, bring it in. It's going to have to be able to fit here. So bring that down. We don't want that to be too big. Hit W to bring that down. And let's position it by hitting F. For wireframe mode, we want that to sit nicely on top there. Let's have a look. Okay. And then we're going to go in. We're going to right click on a face, select that, edit mesh, extrude, hit R, pull that out until we have the appropriate width for our sword. And let's pull it out here as well, just a bit. And then we're going to hit W and we're going to raise that up. Okay, maybe it's a bit too thick, so let's hit R and bring that in just a little. Okay, we're going to hit G to repeat that, W to pull that up. And now we kind of need to eyeball this because obviously we don't have any reference here. So that looks like an appropriate length. So that's cool. Then we're going to go in to Insert Edge Tool option box. We're going to do multiple, but we'll use one because if we now add it, it's going to be exactly in the middle, which is good. That allows us to look at it from this view. 5 for shaded mode. And we're going to go up to Mesh Tools once again. Insert Edge Loop Tool, we'll do 1 in this mode. Put it somewhere around here. Okay. And then we're going to go in, right click on a vertex. We're going to drag select this one and this one. Hit R to kind of flare that out a little bit. And then take these two, hit W, push them down, and R to pull them in. And let's see, yeah, let's have a look, that's all right. And down here, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and this, and kind of push that in, which will give us that shape, all right? Not quite there yet, because we want this to be a sharp blade. So we're going to take these two at the top here, and push them into a point, like that, a bit more. And let's see here. Have to zoom in. All right, we're going to zoom out again. Now we need to deal with these guys as well. So we got 2 here and 2 right here. So again, with R selected, we're going to push that in to get towards that sharpness. Take these 2 and do that as well, but slightly less. So you're going to kind of see a slope going down there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the edges here. First we're going to take the faces, right click face. We're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Edit mesh, extrude. We're going to tweak the offset and bring it in a little bit like that. Okay. And then we're going to hit R, and we're going to pull them out slightly. Okay. Still not there yet. Then we're going to right click, go to edge. The vertex. We're going to click on that vertex and shift click on that one. And we're going to hit R. We're going to pull that out a little bit. And then we got this thickness here. We're going to go to Mesh Tools, Untitled Tool, Option Box, Multiple, and again, we'll do 1. We'll add that right there. Okay. And then with that selected, we're going to hit R. And let's see, Control Z to go back. We're not going to hit R. We're going to go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. Let's see how that works. It doesn't. So let's give that some thought here. Okay, what I'll do is I'll right click, go to vertex. I'll take that middle vertex and that one. We're going to hit R. That's better. Okay. Just to give that the sharp edge that I want, which will translate all the way to the top, which is good. Let's have a look down here. Okay, and what we're going to do down here is we're going to take that vertex and shift select that one, and we're going to do the same, just a little bit. All right, that's all good, except we now are going to right click on object mode, and we're going to hit R, and we're going to make the whole thing a bit thinner. So we're just going to push that in a little. All right, not too bad. Now I want this edge on top to be pretty pronounced, if you will. So I'm going to go to edge and take these two edges and these two, and we're going to go to Edit Mesh and Bevel, like that. And now let's give it a try to right click at object mode, hit F to zoom in, and let's preview smooth. Now the shape looks a bit odd, but don't be worried about that. I just want to see how that will turn out for our blade. You see that edge going on there? That's okay. We need to kind of help to maintain that shape. So I'm going to hit 1 to go back, and I'm going to go in to Insert Edge Loop Tool, Option Box, Single Setting. We'll do 1 right there, and 1 there. That will already probably make a big difference. We're going to go down here. Let's do that in a different view. Let's do that here. Okay, I'm going to push 1 up there, 1 there, 1 there. That should bring us pretty close. Q on our keyboard, right click object mode, hit 3 to preview smooth, and that's a lot better. Just have a look at the top of our sword here, whether, yeah, not really good. So we're gonna hit 1. What we're gonna do is we're not gonna smooth the blade because it's gonna distort too much. However, because I did this bevel now, what I can do is right click, go to face, and I'm just going to take that face, not the one up there, and shift select and take that one as well. Go to Edit Mesh Extrude, And we're going to do a negative thickness on that. Okay. Yeah, that works nicely. All right. Now let's add some material to this. First, I'm going to drag select it. Right-click object mode, drag select it. And we're going to go and hit Control G to group it. We're not going to combine it because then everything will be smooth. We don't want that. Okay. And let's make this thing nice and fancy. So we'll take the blade, right-click assign new material, MIA material X, material tab, presets, chrome, replace. And what we'll do with this guy is we will take the handle up here, right-click face, and this is still preview smooth, so hang on one sec. Hit 1 to unsmooth preview, and then go to mesh and smooth to actually smooth it out. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll go in from this view, right-click face, select that entire row, hit 4 for wireframe mode, and then hit Shift period to increase that selection. Let's see if that's enough. Guess so, yep. Right-click assign new material. Again, MIA material, presets, glass solid, and replace. And the default is kind of a bluish color. So we're going to select that. We're going to go to green, and we're going to make that a very, very faint green. Okay. It's way too obvious. And we're just looking at our little preview up there. That's what it's going to be, right? Cool. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, and we're going to take that whole section. Let's see if it's easier to do it from here. Just going to select my blade and hit Control H to hide it. We're going to drag select this top section here. Let's try that again. Right click face, hit 4 for wireframe mode so we can see it better. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to hit 5 again so we can see what's going on. We're going to shift drag select this whole section and this section right there. We're going to right click, assign new material, MIA material. Let's go with a different preset. And what we'll use is, let's see, what we'll do is we'll follow up on the glass, except we'll do frosted glass and replace. And then again, we're going to scroll down to change that default color. And I guess this is the one. Let's just see if that's true. Nope, that's not the one. I guess it's this one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So we're going to make that one nice and dark. And let's not do that there, but there, that's better. We're going to go up to display, show, and all. Then we're going to go into Windows, Outliner. We're going to select our group here. And we're going to hit E to rotate that, to lay it flat. Let's position it on our grid. So let's rotate that a bit more. I want it to have a natural position when it's touching the floor here, which means that this tip needs to be a bit higher. And my pivot point's up there, so I'm going to hit E. And that looks very, very close. Hit W. All right, so we got that. What we're going to do next is we're going to create a ground plane. Hit R to scale that out in all directions, make that nice and large. And we're just going to make that gray, so we're going to leave it as is. And we're going to find a nice angle for our render. Maybe something like this. Turn on our resolution gate here so we can kind of see what's in our render shot. Let's see if that's going to work for us. Okay, I'm going to bookmark that. View, bookmark, edit bookmark, and we'll just call this new. And apply and close. And now let's set up some lighting. Okay, so I'm going to go to create, lights, area light. Hit W to raise that up. Hit 7 on my keyboard so I can see what my light is doing. And hit T on my keyboard to aim it. I'm going to hit R to scale up my light a bit. Hit W to bring it back. Where's my aim? There it is. Okay. So I kind of want this light to come from an angle here. And we'll aim it just about there. And that's where I want my shadows to come from. Maybe raise that up a bit, bring it back. Now I want some additional lighting here, but I don't want shadows from the other lights. So I'm going to hit Control D to duplicate. I'm going to move one light over here. But on that light, number 2, I'm going to scroll down to shadows. Make sure depth map shadows is turned off, as well as ray trace shadows. And then I'm going to hit Control D on that guy to push it back here and push it in. Now already, because I copied that, there's no shadows going on there. I'm going to push this down a bit, not too close to the floor. And I'm going to decrease the intensity on that one. So we're going to go to our intensity. Let's do 0.25 in the back there. We'll take this guy, we'll do 0.4, and the other one we're going to keep at 0. We're going to go to view, bookmark, and new. And my blades are going to be chrome, so I want to have some kind of reflection going on there. My floor is not going to be reflective because it's a gray Lambert. So I'm going to use an HDRI file for image-based lighting. So I'm going to go to my render settings. I'm going to use Mental Ray because I use Mental Ray materials. In my Common tab, I'm going to set my image size to HD 1080. That's all good. Down here in the render options, I'm going to turn off default light. And then we're going to go to the quality tab, 1.5 on the overall quality, roughly. Lighting quality is good. Let's see what else. Not too much there. Okay, we're going to go into our legacy options and turn on global illumination. We're going to go to our scene here. I'm going to click on image-based lighting to use that. Then we're going to close this down, go to my folder, and look up an HDRI file that I want to use. Let's go with Sky 4. And I get a lot of questions, where do you get these HDRI files? As you can see, it's free. If you check out my website, the link is below this video. You will find links towards a lot of free stuff, including the links to the HDRI files, okay? So I'm going to hit open on that. And I'm going to pause the video, do a test render, and see whether it looks nice or horrible. I'll see you guys in a sec. Well, alright guys, as you can see, I build on the render. Didn't like the end result, so we're going to switch it up a little bit. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and change the frosted glass material. I didn't like that very much. So we're going to hit 5 for shaded mode. We're going to right click at a face. We're going to zoom in. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. And then let's see, we'll do shift period to increase the selected area. And just make sure that we have a clean selection here. It's kind of hard to see, so let's do wireframe mode. Yeah, works for me. We're going to right click, assign new material, use the MIA material, go to presets, and I'm going to use copper and replace, because the glass, the frosted glass looked way off. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to, oops, not take that. We're going to take that, shift period to increase that selection, and keep on going until we have, let's see, shift period. And let's have that top section there, that first row. It looks like we don't have everything. I'm just looking at the bottom here. Or do we? Yes, we. Okay, we don't want this row here. We just want the ones that are straight. I admit it's kind of hard to see when you're in this phase, but trying to fix this in a clean way. All right, that should be good. And we're going to right click, assign new material, MIA material, presets, copper, replace. And then we're going to tweak the angle a little bit as far as our bookmark is concerned. So view bookmark new, that was our angle, and let's switch that up a bit. Kind of want to get a good eye on that, so don't need to see the entire blade, I think. Let's do something like this. Okay, not quite sure how the light's going to respond, but we'll see. So I'm going to pause the video again, hit render, and see you guys in a sec. Well guys, there you have it. There's our final render. I think it turned out okay, especially considering that the topic of this tutorial is to demonstrate how to create a twisted handle. I think that turned out okay. So that's it. If you got any questions, let me know. For those of you who are patrons to my site, as always, you will find all the files in the shared directory. And if you want to become a patron, you can find the details below. That said, thank you guys for watching, and I'd love to see you guys again. Bye.